Starting. Okay, I believe we are live. Hello everyone. Actually starting slightly early for a change. You see Honeydew, Venikins, Barry, Seal, Phantom Hive, Mystic Rainbow. Hello everyone. I understand we had a bit of a troublemaker in the chat there. It looks like the same person who posted a very unsavory comment on one of my videos. But I did have to report them. I don't know who Sebastian is. Hello Rochelle, Blue Rooster, Starry Night. Someone had posted a link to one of my videos to the is it Christchurch footage, the shooting in New Zealand. I'm sorry, I don't recognise that name, Phantom Hive. You even had the gall to say, oh, if you don't like this, you can delete it. Well, no, I reported you is what I did. Hey, Panda Travels, you are but a short train ride away from me. Well, I say short, I think about 40 minutes. Hi, TDS1. Dexter. I'm pretty mellow tonight, Valerie. I essentially gave myself an extra day off by getting everything done earlier in the week. A bit earlier, so I was done very quickly on Friday and I was able to get all my errands and everything done. Had lots of time, so I figured, well, maybe we'll do a stream. Hi, Night Raven. Thank you, Penny Clark. Only got a little bit of snow today so far. I was out about half an hour ago down to the local shops, and I wasn't even lying, so it was on, then it was away. Mulgavy close. No, I'm not close. I don't actually even know where that is. Congratulations, Night Raven. I hope it does well. You guys head over and check out Night Raven's video when you're done. Now, I'm going to be working here on a picture I've been meaning to actually restore for a while. I scanned the damn thing upside down, so we'll need to correct that first. North of Glasgow. Let's this is a teeny tiny little baby hell freezer here, so we'll get him the right way up. Image rotation, come on. There we go. It's Panda Travels. I'm in central Scotland. That's as specific as I like to get. Now, I'm quite sure 99% of you wouldn't stalk me, but it only takes one. Hello, Element, welcome. Now, Raven, what program do I use for making the videos? I've got the Adobe Creative Cloud, so I do all my image editing in Photoshop. I put the videos together using Premiere Pro. I do my audio recording in a program called Ableton Live 9. I think it's 9 I've got? Yeah, Ableton Live 9. And I actually do my editing. I still use Audacity actually, just because it's one of the most efficient interfaces. Oh no! I'd rather forgo the video but getting stalked, and just not get stalked at all. Where was I? Put everything together in Premiere Pro, and I do, just because it's part of the Creative Cloud, I sometimes use Adobe Audition for fixing, because that's actually really good for fixing some audio problems now and again when you get them. and a magic carpet. I don't know what that is they've got me on. I suspect there was a pillow, then that fluffy thing, whatever it was. Oh, kid, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better soon. My week was very quick, Barry. Just kind of whizzed by. Okay, this picture is actually in a worse state than I thought it was. It's quite faded. We should be able to fix all that. We'll take care of the cosmetics first, then I might do a bit of doodling. Well, Rochelle, like everything, Photoshop is just practice, practice, practice. Sometimes it's good to start with a template. You can generally get like free templates you can start with if you're not sure what you want to do, if you're not sure your layout, and you can start from there and then adjust them. Hi, Cheshire Cat. Right, we'll start with a spot healing brush. We'll see what we can do with these little tears. Hi, Victoria Rule. You mean on the screen? This is me when I was little. Hi, Shannon S. Looking malicious compliance. I don't know when the next one of those is going to be, but if you send me your story in as a subscriber story, there's no schedule on when they're used. I kind of pick the stories usually about 5 minutes before I record, based on what's available. So I don't know. Tomorrow's a new thing entirely. I'm trying. Some people have asked me to do. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. It doesn't look like anybody's doing it quite the way I do it, so I'll give it a go. Spot healing. Penny Clark. I didn't even know they were playing Penny. It's not my kind of thing. I'm not a sports fan in general. Unless Martina Hingis is playing tennis, but that's not so much for the tennis. Hi, Texas Tea. Honey, you're doing rather well talking right now. The good thing about talking in chat is if you say something embarrassing, you can just run away and no one will know. Now, I'm thinking of appointing a couple of people as moderators in chat. We don't usually get too wild in here, but there was a troublemaker in before the stream started. And so if things happen when I'm not here, if I don't see it, it might be good if one of you guys had the authority to handle it for me, but Nagarath, I came in here and all I hear first is heavy breathing. Lucky you. It's not actually heavy breathing, it's just the microphone's close to me. Apparently someone's getting spanked. Okay, fair enough. Victoria, don't be rude, Victoria. A handsome little hell freezer. Ironically, he's got more hair there than I have now. Oh, Blue Kingdom, that's in bad taste. I don't know when it became acceptable to make jokes like that, but I saw someone actually make a joke about it earlier. On Twitter. Hello, unknown Rico. Nagarath 16, just yell really loudly, I'm sure she'll hear you. Oh, that's nice, Texas T. My niece actually started dating recently. Apparently he's a lovely boy. He better be. No, just a user. I don't have any pets at all. Now, if I could get like a cat that I don't have to clean up after or take for walks or anything like that, or a little puppy, that would be awesome. But until they invent those, no pets for me. Maybe some fish once I clean that tank out, but I'll need to chuck everything and sterilize it. Victoria, I'm 37, apparently. And I will remain 37 until September. Look at that, it's looking a lot better even there. Nagarath, oh, don't worry about upsetting the neighbours. I doubt they'd give a fuck if they were upsetting you. Sorry for the language. I have neighbour anger. Okay, September 19th, that's when my birthday is. Yes, that's a Virgo for those it matters to. Hi, Terry. What's that last name? Dermis Guller? Dermis Jeweler? Color. Well, that's cool, Kate. I hope you're feeling better by birthday time. Of course, that's a while away, but the time tends to fly by. Yeah, the problem I get with my neighbours is hammering and drilling and that. I'm not sure how much of that was actually them the other week and how much it was the guys working on the water pipes, because we actually ended up getting a burst water pipe to the point where the pavement was all kind of warped because of it. And how much was them? But it's been quiet for the past few days, so I won't grumble. Of course, I have kind of gone back to recording later at night, which makes my recording sessions a lot easier. I tend to record late at night, then I'll just do everything else the next day, so it doesn't matter if they're making noise. So maybe they are making it, I just don't notice. Don't want to change anything too much. Thanks, Victoria. Okay, I've got a tiny keyboard here, this might help. Just a user, what mic do you use now? The previous first setup. Right now I'm using a Rode NT1. Before that I was using a Rode NT1A. Now, that wasn't my first setup though. My first setup was just my current, on its last legs, phone. That's what I recorded with. Then I switched to a Behringer C01U, which wasn't a very good mic. I don't recommend it. Terribly low recording volume on it, was abysmal. You could do things to it to get it to work, but you had to do too much. And I went from that to my NT1A, and I used a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 interface, which is still the one I use. I've just changed the microphone to the upgraded version, which is the NT1. And those are both actually really good mics. When I can afford to, maybe when I get paid next week. Well, there you go, I hope to get a new hard drive. Anyway, I'll need to get another microphone stand and possibly another interface. And I'll keep my old microphone in the living room for doing streams, so I don't have to keep moving them about. Moment of three beautiful cats. Your neighbours are your parents. Well, that can be both good and bad. Well, I hope the surgery goes okay. Yeah, the blue. I wish I'd went for the blue snowball when I got my first mic, because it wasn't a huge amount more than I paid for the Behringer one, and I understand they're pretty good microphones. In fact, whenever I'm recommending people starting out, I usually just say to them, go for that one, because I watched plenty of reviews. They sound pretty decent. It's a good place to start. It's not too expensive, and if you don't care about color, you might actually get it cheaper. You know, if you just go for whichever one's the cheapest, depending on what they've got in stock. But yeah, you don't want to start off with an expensive setup right away. And if your channel starts doing well and it makes money, then you take the money your channel earns and you use that. Then you upgrade your equipment, which is what I did. Let's see. Huh, good, it worked. $50, yeah, you can get 50. I think you can probably get them for a little cheaper as well, depending on where and when you buy. No, I'm using a proper microphone stand so I can move it around the house. I did get one for the table, but I found because my computer is in that desk, the hum from the computer is picked up by the microphone, and that's bloody annoying. So I just use a microphone stand. Bye, Barry. Take care. Hi, Jose. Benjamin, cats are cats. Sometimes they're made of water. Sometimes they think they're dogs. I saw one that thought it was a horse. Thank you, Mama, three beautiful girl cats. Nope. Hi, GSD love. Nope, tomorrow's something new. What was it? Yeah, I'm not comfortable calling you Mama. There will likely be no more TIFU videos for a long time. Hello, Hello, apocalyptic squid. Forgot how to use my tongue there. I'll say, what's the next video I'm going to upload? Oh, fuck. It's entitled Parent Stories. It's called The Impractical Proudness of Parents. Well, so if it does well, I'll probably end up doing more. It's going to keep it a secret, but there's only going to be a couple of hundred yen here total. Bye, Texas Tea. Let's fix this corner bit first. All next. And then we can worry about all the discolorization. How old? I'm 37. Is that my baby? No, that's me. Many, many years ago. About 37. Boop. There we go. I had no idea this picture was in such a bad state. It's been in a box for years. I was setting out at one point, so I guess the sun got to it. I have chocolate here. I'm tempted to open it. Dexter, yep, that was probably 1981, maybe the very start of 1982. Wouldn't it be long after I was born? Just the user, at the same time as always on Sunday, 6 PM UK time. I'm not sure. I'm opening the chocolate. I'm not sure what time that will be for local areas though. You thought I was in my 20s because I have a good narrative voice. Surely someone's ability to narrate would improve as they get older. I should get more skilled. I apologise for the snapping. Cadbury Dark Milk. I've never had this before, so here goes. Does that count as an unboxing if it's not in a box? Ooh. They weren't kidding you. It's got the bitterness of dark chocolate, but the smoothness of milk. Excellent. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to stop talking now, Nagrath. You know, listen to your doctors, Kate. They occasionally know what they're talking about. Sorry for the chewing sounds. This is actually quite nice. Thanks, MJ Petite. I usually like Bourneville as my dark chocolate. But this might be a close contender. Although I think, does Cadbury own Bourneville? I think they own it now. Okay. I'll be strong. No, it's just it's a new kind of chocolate I picked up a few days ago. I always tell myself I'm going to cut back on sweets, then the buggers bring out something new. Like, I did get a couple of new Kit Kats the other day. Awake, I don't think I've ever tried that one. Has it got caffeine in it by any chance? Well, GDS love, I am a wicked and cruel person when it comes to snacks. Yeah, I mean, I find sometimes it's a bad idea to have chocolate before I record because it makes your mouth kind of gunky. Well, how do you? I don't agree they're just as nice, but they are all right. I've had them; they're fine. I'm especially grateful they did things like that when I had to work when I was working a regular job and I was on a very tight budget per week. It is. Well, I thought by the name, you know, caffeinated chocolate. Well, I wonder what'll be next. Someone found a Scotch egg. Oh, I've had to stop eating Scotch eggs. I decided to give up red and processed meat, which actually wasn't all that hard, to be honest with you, because I read some stuff I didn't like the sound of. Is that in the US? Because I haven't seen anything like that locally. What did I got? A ginger cookie Twix the other day. That was nice. And there was a pink Kit Kat. I can't remember the exact flavor. Something red cocoa, ruby cocoa, and that fancy chocolate. No. Chocolate covered coffee beans. I don't really fancy that. I like my coffee ground with water poured on top of it. We might not get them over here. Every now and again, I'll come across these kind of awesome looking sweets, and I think, oh, that sounds nice. It's only available in a particular country. Grumble. Now and again, I'll stumble across things in certain stores, like Home Bargains, B&M, places like that. Because for some reason they get in a lot of things reasonably priced that other stores don't. Thank you, Joshua. And also thank you for the stories. Oh, okay, that chocolate's doing nice things to my brain. I'm feeling very mellow right now. Have I tried Skittles? I've tried many Skittles. Haven't tried the new ones that are out without the shells, though. That seems a bit odd. Dennis, I don't know who you think you are, but that attitude isn't going to get you very far at all in this chat. These live streams are just me chilling out and chatting to people and answering questions. If you've come here for stories and things, you're going to be very disappointed. Do I do professional readings? Not yet. I'm hoping to start possibly this year. I'll need to start sending out editions. I'm going to make a start through ACX, which is the Audible Exchange thing. Goodbye, Dennis. That is the wise thing to do if you're not enjoying the content. Thanks for giving it a try. I don't usually get jerks in chat. That's the second one we've had tonight. Something in there. I don't really like Oreos. I find they taste like evil. They taste, the cookie part, the biscuit part tastes kind of burnt to me. I don't enjoy them. I just don't get that attitude. You come into a place, oh, you're not doing exactly what I want you to do, so change everything immediately. No. That's quite a big stain there. I'll need to use the clone stamp tool on that. Well, like I said, Oreos I don't like. I don't like whipped cream. I don't like raw tomatoes. I'm fine if it's in a soup, a sauce, a pizza, tomato juice. Don't like tomato ketchup though. But yeah. Well, jerks are allowed as long as it's the right kind of jerk. That sounded more profound in my head. Raw onion. I'm more fond of like uncooked or only slightly cooked onions than I am the other ones. I was never very fond of my mum used to like making mince and things like that, like minced beef with onions and gravy and mushrooms and that. I was never very fond of that, partly because of the mushrooms, because they were all kind of overcooked. But that's what they like, so that's what they made. When I'm cooking with onions, I tend to either do something where they don't need to be cooked much, or I'll just kind of throw them in at the end, so they're still a little bit crunchy. That's just my own personal taste, though. Oatmeal raisin cookies. Oh, go away, Wish. Bought off them once. They keep sending me emails. What do you think of great classic hot chocolate with cream and everything? I don't think I've ever had hot chocolate like that. Mostly I've just had the instant ones. Like there's a one I like, it's Whisper Gold hot chocolate. That's really nice. It's chocolate, nice caramelly flavour, and it gets all bubbly. Faithful love. Hey, I've never had a live stream. Love your glitch stories and your travels. Do Girl Scout cookies and chai tea latte count as a balanced diet? Well, I can't call my mother. She's very, very dead. But yes, I think the tea and the cookies count as a balanced diet. Everything in moderation. I think everybody seems to be the drunkards of Europe. Apparently Scots are alcoholics, so are the Irish. The French drink a lot of wine, the Russians drink all the vodka, Germans drink beer. Apparently the Australians can put it away. I think apparently everybody's an alcoholic when you think about it. It's one of those kind of stereotypes that pop up. get in there. Am I married? No, I'm very much single. Unfortunately. We want the close snip. Yeah, that looks a man. Message retracted. Okay. Still single. Just a user. Right, that's most of the major damage repaired. There's some light stuff to do. See if we can get that bluish wash out of it. I mean, you can kind of see where it was in the frame. There, should have done that to start with actually, but we'll do it now. Come on. Faith, hope, love, that's me. That's me when I was little. The weather's been kind of weird around here. It's got rain, snow, sun, sunshine all on the same day. It was windy for a few nights as well. It's not too bad at the moment though. Oh, you can have it back. Thank you very much. Do you take reading commissions? Depends on what it is, Omes. What am I trying to do to the picture? Well, I'm trying to take it from that to something a bit more presentable looking. I mean, it's almost as old as I am, that picture, so. Yeah, I still can't quite get rid of this purple. I might have to mask it. Let's put a second levels adjustment on it so I can just... There you go, there we are. Top left corner. Now all the edges need touching up because that's where the frame was, so it's less faded here than it is inside. It's going to take quite a bit of work. I don't know if we'll get it all done in one stream. Oh, also, hello Angela. Well, some babies just come more hirsute than others. Melody, my favourite type of story. I like to do the funny ones more. Right, I'm essentially just kind of playing around and trying things here. Alright, let's try a curves adjustment first, see how that looks. Come on, give me that. Yeah, that's much too dark. I might end up masking it, actually. Phantom Librarian has not been heard of for a very long time. Nobody really knows what happened to him. The channel is still up if you guys want to go check it out. It's quite good, as I recall. For Pigs of Scotland. Yeah, it's like every place really. Some parts are beautiful, some parts aren't. The place I live, it's kind of in between. You know, it's a residential area. Just a normal little town in the west. $25 please. Thanks, Crystal Pink. I'm not happy with that at all. No, the Phantom Librarian abandoned his channel before all that happened, before even the first apocalypse. What effect? Just restoration. Just wanted to look like it was relatively new. I suppose, let me try a colour there. Paint the blue out, that might help a little bit, but I won't get rid of that. Actually, that does help. Somebody must be cooking nearby. I can smell food. It's making me hungry. Bastards. Just the user, have you thought of doing something else other than narrations with your channel or a sub-channel? Like what? I mean, I can kinda sing a little bit, but I think anybody wants to hear that. I can kinda sorta play the guitar, but not much. How long have you worked with Photoshop? How long, I think? I think CS5 was the first one I used, so... Or maybe it wasn't. I've got a copy of CS5 in an old laptop somewhere. You did find me sang on well. When did I sing on well? Yeah. You know I'm not Rob Thomas, right? A lot of people make that mistake. We're just as handsome as each other. Thanks, Kiri. Thanks, Thanks, Dexter. So tell your mama said hi. Stalker, mostly boredom. Sitting in a funny position, my leg's starting to hurt. Mostly boredom and the desperate need to stave off insanity. Yeah, CS6 was alright. I mean, what annoys me about Photoshop is you can't buy it anymore. This right here is rented at almost £600 a year. Bastards. Root Corella. Hello. Adulting does indeed suck, especially when you've got to pay bills. Well, you see, I used to work as a mechanic when I was a baby, because I could get under the cars easy, and that's why I was wearing overalls. Yeah, that's actually not true though, because just to use for what they say, because it's up to date on my Windows 10 PC, but the PC I work on when I make my videos is Windows 8.1. They will not update it on that, so they're taking money off me a year, and they won't even give me the most current version. Pricks. Mr. Fribble, I'm from Scotland. Yes, well done. Your car has a radio. Go away. Isn't that more like the Kmart version? I use Premiere for making the videos. Yeah, I should have upgraded the on this computer I'm working on right now. I just bought Windows 10 for it because I figured, well, I'll have to upgrade eventually, so I just got that. And although I hate the forced updates, I do quite like Windows 10 otherwise. So I kind of wish I just took the free upgrade while it was available for my other computer, but it's not available anymore. Oh, to be fair, I've never been to Kmart either. I've never even been to Walmart. It's just, I thought Kmart was the cheaper out of the two stores. Right, yep. It's the weekend. That's an excuse for people to act like poopers. Okay, I'm learning things. That's why I like chatting to you guys. Kmart equals discount Walmart. Walmart equals average Target rich people's Walmart. Now, well, the closest we have to a Walmart here would be Asda, because that is owned by Walmart. It has been for 20 years now at least. Been quite a while. No Kmart's. Don't think we have Target. Although we might be getting a new Iceland. We already have one, but apparently it's a bigger one. Hello, Paulina. What games are you trying to play on at night, Raven? The only thing I've found trouble playing on a modern Windows PC is the early Frogware Sherlock Holmes games. That's just because they look like crap, because they're all stretched out. They were designed for a 4:3 aspect ratio, and you can't adjust it to play in that. Oh, not much. There was a strange person in before the chat started, but they seemed to leave quickly. There was somebody complaining that I was just chatting and not talking about stories and glitches and things. They decided to unsubscribe, and just people chatting about Kmart and Walmart now. Tesco, Morrison's, Sainsbury's. Yeah, that's pretty fair. I mean, when people don't get the way and they say, oh, I'm going to unsubscribe, what do you expect me to do about it? I don't want people to unsubscribe, but I don't want you to remain subscribed and be unhappy. That would be a dick move. Whatever. Mr. Fruit, you're assuming that's my kid. Well, if that was my kid, I'd have to be in my 70s right now. No, that's me. Yeah, I don't know what was with that guy, but immediately comes into the chat and grumble, grumble, grumble. I mean, it says it right there in the title, taking questions, chatting, and arting. What game was that? I would like to go to a Walmart just to have a nose around. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the stream, Dexter. I mean, let me think, which ones do I watch with any regularity? I do watch Scotchbox if he's streaming over on Twitch. His streams are usually him and a few of his friends just kind of chilling at his place and playing video games, because he's a gamer, that's what he does. Sometimes it's VR games or not, and they're generally quite relaxed, and they'll chat to people as they play. There's Count Jacula. Again, they're also very chill streams. He usually gets people on, and they'll chat on the stream, and they'll look at the chat and answer questions as well. But they're all very relaxed. I mean, the guy usually does horror reviews, and people aren't like, "Oh, why are you not talking about horror movies?" I mean, they will now and again talk about movies, but that's not all they do. It's just whatever subjects come up. Other streamers that I watch. I can't. Well, Dodger doesn't post on YouTube anymore. Yeah, can't really think. They're not a massive amount. Thank you, Stockheart. I appreciate that. I'd rather be compared to rain than wind. Alright, baby Hell Freezer, you're boring me now. I'm gonna save you. And we'll continue working on you another time. Just a wee sec, Mr. Fribble. I'll answer that question in a bit. Save as Photoshop, and we'll save. Yeah, sure, do that. Come on. Come on. Anyway, games I play. Well, desktop games, I bought Assassin's Creed Syndicate, but that's only because it's set in Victorian London. I quite like that setting for storytelling. Most of the Sherlock Holmes games, most of the Batman games. I quite enjoyed the Telltale ones, but there won't be any more of those, unfortunately. I was really looking forward to The Wolf Among Us 2 as well. You'd even announced it, but that obviously won't happen now. And most of what I'm playing lately is virtual reality games. I've been getting back into Beat Saber, and I downloaded a bunch of free ones earlier to try out. But the problem with virtual reality is there aren't really a lot of games that have like full immersive stories in it, and I'm hoping they will at some point. I mean, it's been around for a few years now. The closest I found was Arizona Sunshine. But that's essentially just shoot the zombies, find the thing, move on, shoot the zombies, find the thing, move on, helicopter. Well, I'll make a video of Beat Saber. That wouldn't really... I'm not really sure why. It'd just be me whacking blocks with a couple of sabers. Plenty of people doing that. In fact, I mentioned Scotchbox earlier. He does videos, a lot of videos on Beat Saber, a lot of on Star Trek Bridge Crew as well, which personally I found, not his videos, I found the game boring. But Scotchbox does them with mixed reality, so you can kind of see them as if they're standing in the environment. It's pretty cool. Technology's not perfect yet, so it looks a little odd around the edges, but it's still quite cool. I think I know the name of the game you're talking about. Yeah, I'm sure I saw it earlier. I can't remember the name, but I do know the one you're talking about. Hellfreezer is about to attempt to art. Now, I think I actually got the tablet fixed. Because if you guys remember, I was having a bit of a problem whenever I'd put the pen on the tablet for too long. A little circle would come up and then the menu would pop up, which was annoying. But I think I've got that fixed. It turned out the issue, if anyone else is having it, the issue, at least on Windows 10, was in the ease of access center. I had to disable a setting in there, and it seemed to work. I can art. No, I can doodle little stick figures, which is probably what I'll do. Yeah, see, the pressure's working properly again now. Have I ever listened to Choosing Beggar Stories? I don't believe I have, no. I think I've got a link to some of them saved. I'll need to check them out. I was scouting for new ideas, so I think I saved a link to some. No, Nagarath, that was indeed women going by outside, up to no good. Probably going to do some alcohol drinking, possibly dancing, then likely fighting and hairpulling by the end of the night. Good times for all in Scotland on a Saturday night. How dare you, Dexter? No, that is clearly an artist. Well, I'm doing entitled Parent Stories tomorrow, Angela, so we'll see how they turn out. And I even got an email earlier from an enthusiastic person whose story they'd agreed to let me use their story. They said, well, when's it going to be up? I was, you only let me use it a couple of days ago, but it's going to be up tomorrow. I'm going to be flooded. By what? If it's a bad thing, I'll delete the video. You know, I don't think we have any local urban legends. No, can't think of a one. New subscribers. Oh, I better delete the video, I wouldn't want that. I hit 65,000 the other day. I thought, oh god, I should probably just delete the channel and bury my head in the sand. Getting closer to that 100,000 every day. Don't think I'll hit it this year though, but maybe in the next couple if I'm lucky. Oh, that's never a bad thing. I did see they do quite well, so hopefully people like what I'm doing with them. Well, it's up to you. Nagarath, it's up to you if you want to jot it down and send it over. You did, actually. I was a bit concerned there. Be careful, Hellfreezer. The subscribers will get you. They'll watch your videos. They'll tell their friends, and they'll tell their friends. Success upon thee, Hellfreezer. Success on thee and their kind. Or something like that. Just a user, we have an urban legend of the Mad Admiral. There are a few horror stories told by kids about him, but he's just a little strange and mad. He wears Admiral clothes all the time and yells randomly at people. That's what I'm hoping to do when I retire. Would you rather fight a 65,000 ant-sized Hellfreezers or one Hellfreezer-sized ant? I suppose the Hellfreezer-sized ant, but either way I am dead. I do have a ceiling fan actually, yeah. I need to get a new one. It still works, it's just it's a bit old. When did I get that? I think I got it in October 2008. So it's a few years old. Bye now, Raven. Take care. Okay, apparently one of those wankers thinks they're a siren. You're not, you're just a wanker. Well, Scottish myths. You've got the will-o'-the-wisps, which are just Swamp Gasso, I think. I mean, there are plenty of Scottish myths. I can't really think of them off the top of my head. To the Wikioreum. I keep forgetting. I've got a tiny keyboard here. I got the other day. I got yesterday. Maybe we should just go and invite them in. You can all hear them anyway. Come in, stay for a chat. Scottish mythology. There we go. Ulster, Clyde, Loch Ness Monster, bullshit was debunked. How did I... You have trolls. Unless you're talking about Shrek. Well, I tend to take most of you folks on faith, Melanie. If you tell me it's true, I'm more inclined to believe you. In spite of certain people telling porcupines, but well, I'm not going to let that put me off people. What's this? Latin Life of Saint Catharo of Metz. It relates that settlers from Greek Asia Minor sailed the seas and arrived at, I can't read that, the mountain of Ireland. I guess that's Scotland here we're looking for, not Ireland. Ulster, Clyde. Ah. Okay, I see what you mean, Dexter. I misread that. Mel, you're not sure how to submit? Well, you just go to any video that isn't a live stream, and you'll find all you'll find the email address in there. For heaven's sake, stop falling down. No, better. My father's stone from Ireland. I don't think it was stolen. I mean, we're not Romans. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a lot of crossover though. Well, right now I am Hell Freezer the Hungry. Well, I'm thinking about chow mein. Or possibly curry. Damn. I did hear a thing a few days ago. There's is it a goddess from Irish mythology who ended up being part of what's the right word? Southern voodoo? One of the Loa? Was it Saint Brigitte? I haven't actually checked out for myself. It was just something I heard people talking about. Morgan. No, I don't think it was the Morgan. It could be. Let me look it up. You know, I gotta admit, this little keyboard is a bit dodgy at times, but I do love having it. It means I don't have to keep my main keyboard down here. It was, okay. Okay, what are you doing, keyboard? Okay, no, it's just not working. I think I'll need to plug an extender in. Patron saint of Brigitte of Kildare, is that the one? I've gone all Irish now, I should probably stop that sort of behaviour. This might not be the same one. Brigitte. Try spelling it that way. Bye, GDS love. Take care. See also Catholic Church of Ireland. Ah, there we go. In Haitian voodoo, Saint Brigitte, along with the goddess Brigitte and Mary Magdalene, is worshipped as the death Loa, Marmon Brigitte. Saint Bridget, Marmon Brigitte. The cornerstone of Bev of Baron Samday. There we go. It is the same person. Wow, it's good to see she had a very active sainthood. Bye, Jesse User. Take care. Dinner party. Thank you, Kate. Hi, Hilly Bob. When did you draw two hanging boobs and a worm? I think you need to see more of both those things, my friend. I'm sorry to hear you've got writer's block, Angela. That's meant to be a beard. Draw a skinwalker. Well, skinwalker can look like anything. Now, chaos, I think that's a case of the wish being father of the thought. Those are trees. Hi Barry, welcome back. We're only going to be on for about another 15 minutes or so though. Some clouds. Yeah, I should put some clouds on, I suppose. Some fluffy little clouds. There we go. That one's kissing the tree. Maybe an owl peeking out the tree here. The sunset? No, it's nighttime. Oh, that's meant to be a trash can. It's not meant to be a bench. The one on the other side has a bench, though. Yeah, that's a bunny looking at the camera. I'm sorry to hear that, Dexter. Albana Bay. This is if I've ever joined. I like to chat to people and answer questions, and I'll either edit pictures that need to be restored, or I'll do little silly little doodles on screen. That's all. Are people being... No, everyone's been nice to each other. We've only had two mean people in. You told one of them off, Barry, and the other person unsubscribed when they realized they weren't going to get their way. I left out the moon, that's a good point. I better put some holes in it because it's made of cheese. No, you guys were having a nice chat, Nagarath. I didn't want to interrupt. I like it when people can have their conversations going. Well, you can still get that when you're home, Kate. It just costs a lot more. I thought the bunny looked kind of mean. Let's see what we can do for Mr. Bunny. It just looks sinister. Do bunnies have eyebrows? This one does. Yeah, now he looks cheeky. Milk is good for you. Milk is not that good for you. It turns out human beings should not be actually drinking cow's milk, but if you enjoy it, keep drinking it. Me personally, I can't. I like whole milk, but I just can't have it because it messes up my stomach. So I'm on the oat milk, fortified with vitamin B12 and the like. Is your cat mean, Barry? All cats like to pretend they're mean. Tried almond milk. Didn't really like it. That almond milk, soy milk. Eventually I found oat milk was the one for me. I think it's a company called Oatly. I've tried others, but that's the one I usually buy. I see what you're saying, Nagarath. If it works for you, it works for you. Oat milk works. I find it works well in coffee. I don't really put anything in tea. I usually just put a bag of water in my tea. But I find it's okay in it's okay in coffee. It's really nice with cereal, and if you're making stuff that requires milk in it, I found it's okay for that. Only thing with the oat milk is you've got to make sure you give it a good shake before you open it. There was I remember there was a guy doing one of those Weekons. Oh, I can't remember the guy's names now. Name now is it Rob something? English guy does these Wecon videos. Alif Mohammed, I'm going to be streaming maybe another 5 minutes, Alif. We've been going for almost 2 hours at this point. Unless the conversation catches me and I forget, but we'll see. Well, where was I? Oh yeah, and this guy forgot to shake the oat milk before he opened it, and so it looked just kind of like murky water. But if you shake it, it's fine. It does separate a wee bit in the coffee. It does. I found it wasn't too bad though. I mean, usually when I'm having coffee, I'll put just a little bit of single cream in there. That's just when I'm being indulgent. But if I haven't got that, I find the oat milk does fine. I have no idea what you're talking about, Spike. Yes, Spike, I know what a fish is. So long and thanks for all the fish. So sad that it should come to this. All right. I forgot what I'd even called it. Yes, I saw that episode of QI as well. That's it, Hilly Bob. Mike Jevons. I don't know why I thought Rob. But yeah, he does these week-ons and he always screws something up. He tried to do a week-on ration packs, but he didn't realise it's actually just a single meal and he tried to make it last a day. He's entertaining. Well, his cat's entertaining. He's alright. I can call you Fluffy. Oh, I don't think I know you that well yet. Let's see how the stream goes. Yeah, it was on the show as well, Nagarath. They brought up a picture of a guy holding a fish. And they asked the question. Not sure. I want to say Danny Baker was on it, but I'm not sure. Yeah, for now. You say most of the time, like 95% of the time, they're not too bad. My favourite emoji is the squishy one with the kind of satisfied looking face. No, just watched a lot of television. And practiced a lot. I don't really watch QI anymore since Stephen Fry left. I mean, he was kind of the reason I watched it, so. Well, S. Pike, a strong, confident fish lives wherever they want. No, not that one. If I can get the emojis to come up. God, there's so many of them. It's entirely possible I imagined it. I mean, Sandy Toksvig's fine. She was a good guest, and she's a decent choice to replace him. I don't care about the show anymore. Oh, then Barry, it's probably best that you don't share it if it's a bit naughty. Put the tablet away now. If you're talking about Stephen Fry, yeah, I think he got kicked out of Uppingham. I can't remember the name of the place he went to after that. But he ended up going to jail and still got into Cambridge. Stephen Fry right now, well, the last couple of years he's had a book out every year. I think he might be writing the third one. Ow, my leg. But I'm not really sure. Not sure what he's actually working on at this moment. But my God, I love that man. I know he's got a thing about the Victorian era on Audible. Hey, Mara. He was amazing as Jeeves, he really was. Yeah, the last two books, the first one was Heroes. No, it wasn't. It was Mythos. Then the following year there was Heroes, and I'm hoping for one on the Trojan War. That would kind of complete the trilogy. I think we're talking about Stephen Fry right now. No freezer, not bitter then. Sorry, Dexter Crow, I don't understand what you mean when you say bitter. Oh, well, it's just, yeah, but like I say, I love Stephen Fry, but he is, in spite of a very troubled early years, right up till about 17, he has led a very lucky and charmed life. Alif Muhammad. Hell, Freezer, could you give a shout out to Tansy, my girlfriend? Yes, I can. Hello, Tansy. Alif says hi. But you probably know that. Also, thank you for the donation. Your sister's literally throwing cheese at her. Well, throw crackers at her then. Well, if that's what you enjoy, Nagreth, fair enough. Oh, I was trying to find out he was up to right now, wasn't I? Well, writing, certainly. I think we're due for another one of those, but hopefully it's better than that, because that was not good. Apparently I had a bird named after him. I expect it's probably just writing at the moment. You're lost because you're a silly yank. Oh no, Stephen Fry's quite well known in America. He was on Bones. He played, was it Gordon, a psychiatrist in a few episodes. Yeah, I'm actually heading off myself, Nagraf, so I think we'll wrap the stream up there. Hang on, I had a request. Before I go, if I can find it. S. Pike. Cumberbun. There, I hope that made you very happy. And yes, there are no fish. Fish are but an illusion. And with those words, I'm going to leave you. So until next time, thank you very much for listening, and take very good care of yourselves.